Okay. Oh, sorting things out. That one, and then don't really need that one, but it's coming out anyway. There we go. Right. So, hopefully everyone is okay. Everyone's all good. So tonight's live stream is the RSGB 80m data contest. I haven't done many live streams the last few weeks. I have been doing a project. And if you go on to my YouTube, you'll see the latest project. I'm still messing around with the video for TikTok, so yeah, go and have a look, and you'll see it. I've also been doing after I've done that project, I'm working on another project. 117 Hotel Sierra Charlie, thank you for the like, thank you. I'm also working on another project, kind of to go with this kind of thing, but it's I wanted to build the power supply first, and then go on to this. Evening. Oh, what's that? Detected that the live chat did not appear. No, it's not. It's out of the way. That's why. So yeah, we're doing data today. PSK 63 and RTTY. I don't know if I can get to doing some RTTY. I'll do some RTTY as well. But we're doing some PSK 63. See how many we can get within the time frame. Just checking that everything is on. Thank you, mate. White 9. Oh, thank you, McKeon. Thank you. Yeah, so if you want to see the power splice on the YouTube, there will be another project coming. Well, there is another project coming, and actually I'll show you. It involves this big array of transistors. So yeah, hopefully that goes well. I'm doing a lot of research because this is my I don't, you know, I'm not majorly electronically, you know, technically minded, but I do like electronics. So this is like my first thing, you know, for me to do. It will be good. I'm going to try and make this as professional as I can, because it's for me. So like I need to make a little circuit, and what I'm most probably going to do is try and design a PCB and get it made up. Yes, it's going to be PSK 30. Where are we? PSK 63. Going to watch you play radio for a change. Data's aren't that exciting to watch really, but I do a lot of the data stuff because certainly when I do live streaming, I can't interact with, you know, with people, especially when I'm doing voice, so you can't really interact. But digital, you can sit here and do the digital stuff, do the contest, and I can just sit here and chat away, talk a lot of nonsense. So yeah, there is a project coming. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do, because I've got to buy a couple of bits. Luckily, I had these transistors already, so it'd be a lot cheaper. I've done it. Well, it's a lot cheaper than what it would have cost me had I have done it, you know, this way and gone out and bought the stuff. I also had I did have a different design really in mind before I was going for them, and that involved a load of resistors. Uniform Tango 7 Alpha Mike, thank you very much. Thank you for the like. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, today is the data stuff. Obviously, the for things like YouTube data, at the moment you can't hear anything. But with YouTube, when I talk the data, the noise goes down. So keep me talking, you won't hear the noise in the background. Unfortunately for TikTok, it can't. It's not the same setup. But this is my first contest in a while. I haven't done many contests for a little while now, because I've been busy doing other stuff. I've been quite busy on the power supply project, getting that right, spending some money getting that done. Yeah, an idea I want to do is to be able to make and sell these. So if you want, you know, go and have a look on YouTube, and if you feel like something, let me know, and I'll see what I can do, because I certainly want to be able to, yeah, maybe, because this one's for me. I you know, got to refine it. But it done the purpose that I wanted it for. He has been looking after me as well. Yes, I have, sweetheart. 54. What is that? Look at that noise. What I need to do is that one. Are we on that one? Yeah, there we go. Keep up there. Lots of stuff buried underneath my feet as well. Clear. Let's, because we've got 5 minutes. We are tuned. Everything is good. Oh, thank you for the heart. So TikTok's noise. Oh. What else? What else has there been? Yeah, I don't think there's been much else. I have been quite inside my head, doing a lot of research, learning a lot of things, learning how, you know, certain circuits work. Like I said, I'm not majorly electronically, you know, technically minded, but I do love electronics. So this has been quite, I've enjoyed it quite a lot, learning and whatnot. yeah, there isn't really much else. I've been quite busy on that. I hope everyone else has had a good week, good day. Where's my mouse? This will test me little supply for a little bit. I done the contest, like one of the contests last week, and used the power supply. It worked really well. And the only thing is, because it was voice, I had my headphones on, so I don't know if the internal fan and whatnot kicked in, you know, or whether it got too warm, you know, kicking in. There's not much, there's barely any heat in it at all. We'll do that. We'll do that. Put that down. 70 watt. Kicking out 13 amps. It's not bad. Turn that one down a little tiny bit more. Okay. 58, and I've got it set up as well. So on SSB, I've done a little voice on N1MM. I've done a little voice recording, and you can set it up with N1MM to hit F1, and it redoes, you know, it retransmits the voice for voice keying. Because my radio's got voice keying, but with my one, I have to keep pressing the button for it to key and do the voice keying. So rather than do that, so say like the you know, the icons and whatnot, the Kenwood, some of the you know, the newer Kenwoods, you can hit the voice one and send it off on a TX, and it just does it until you tell it stop. So you can do the same with N1MM. So when I press F1, it will do the call, and then 3.2 seconds later, it then does it again if I haven't let it stop. We are doing PSK 63, and with that, it is now time. So I'm going to go clear there and send it out to do its thing, and then what I'm messing about here. So TikTok, you should be able to hear something now. So I'm not pressing any of that. That's continuing and doing it. So it's now stopped. And then TXs again. Oh, you have no idea what it is. Sorry. Yes. So I'm a licensed amateur radio operator from the UK. And this is part of, you know, the radio hobby. This is a contest. And the idea of this one is to get as many contacts as you can, you know, for the hour and a half, I think it is, until till 9:30, I think it is. And yeah, there's, you know, there's many aspects to the hobby. You know, repeaters, moon bounce a signal off the moon. You know, digital stuff, voice, you know, rag chewing as they call it. building antennas. When you get up in the licenses, you can build your own equipment. Your transmitters and such. And thank you for the like. Thank you. Hopefully that's not too loud for... Oh. There's the first one. Jonathan. Number 5. And then we log it. And then we send it off again. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. There we go. I think the only fan I can hear at the moment is the one in Kenwood. There's Tim. Wouldn't put it in then. What power am I using? And has propagation been okay in the last few days? I have no idea on the propagation. I haven't been on for the last few days. You coming back? No? Let's have a look. Yeah, I haven't been on for the last few days. Okay, let's see. First time I've seen PSK being used. All new to me. Only seen FT8 and FT4 in data mode. Certainly different. Yes, it's a bit different. It is. Certainly is different. Like I said, if I can, I'm going to have a little go because I haven't done RTTY for a little while. So I do want to have a little go on RTTY. I know. I think Royston's doing some RTTY tonight. RTTY is kind of the same, different type of obviously tones. So yeah, not sure about the propagation this week, but my power, I am running 70 watt out the radio. When my power seems to stop messing about. Yeah, it does it about every 3.2 seconds. I think it is just over 3 seconds. It does an automatic CQ. And then it will stop when I hit escape. and I'm because it done it on the voice. If I go CW and don't do this part, it does the voice recording that I did. I like this type of one. You can also me and Tim sometimes before the contest we'll do like a little test between us, and you can write out. You can you can type it out and send it. I missed that. That was a G4. Type again. These are little macros that you can set. Send it off again. What are we doing? Okay. There we go. There we go. So yeah, the only fan I can hear at the moment is a fan of the Kenwood. So I don't think the power supply fan is kicking anything out. It's certainly not warm. Andy, how you doing, mate? Well, we just started 10 minutes ago. We got 3. 4. 17. I may have to move. Someone's right. I say someone's right on me. I'm right in the middle of 2 people. And especially for the Kenwood here, it's not good. Wales. So these, number 7. These I'm just pushing the F keys. Stick my automatic CQ in. Go for a golf. $19. Hopefully we're going to do well tonight, but we shall see, we shall see. The weather has been absolutely horrible, so I've not had a chance to be able to sort any of my antennas out. They're most probably well in need for, again, they're most probably well in need of a bit of a clean up and a service. There we go. G0MUD down near Bournemouth. Seven. Fighting for all the noise. Makia, just in case you're wondering why you can't see much of the band, is because I've got it filtered down all the way, just so it, like the low cut is at 1,000, high cut's at 1,400. So it only shows me a very little bit of the band, so it's not, it doesn't, what do I call it? Is it overcrowd the front end? Because if someone's too close to me and doing a bit of power or whatever, or the signal comes through quite strong, then the front end of the Kenwood doesn't like it. I can't hear any other station. Because if I open up the high one, you'll see now you'll see all the signals up to 3,000. Sometimes if I get someone at 2,500 strong signal, so say if it was Tim, it'd wipe out all the other signals. Whereas if I listen to just a little portion of it, seems to work out a bit better. Figure, oh, 3.5. 3.5 seconds. suppose it's like luck of the draw, isn't it? Because like I see people sat still and call in CQ all the time, and they get loads. I call CQ all the time, and I don't get as many. And then people say, go up and down the band, do a bit of search and pounce. So we'll open that up. Quiet compared to it's much very like I've now opened the scope up. So I'm hearing everything on that it can hear on, Let's go to here. Now this is a little bit different. 4. I think it's 4. I remember the search and pounce ones. What ones are the search and pounce? These eyes obviously can't hear me. Who's this? Oh, Tim got there first. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, Tim got there first. Oh, no, I think I did. Ha 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 ha. Yep, so that one done that, and then if I go search about log, that was just log it rather than do that. It's a bit of a pain, I know. Bit of a pain. And we'll do that. I think it's 9:30 this ends. I don't think it's a 10 o'clock one. Right. Let's. Yeah. We just moved to there. There we go. I was just messing about, see what I was doing. Not let me go. There we go. Wasn't let me do something then. Oh, there we go. That's the thing, you never know when to just stay there or just pounce around. I think my antennas certainly need a looking at, because I used to get on the like the FT4 contest. I got 70 something, 80 something contacts in the 2 hour period, and then it went downhill. Oh, so there is someone there. So you test, there we go. Three. And then 6 is log. Alright, who else we got? Old 5 Lima Papa. Don't think he's hearing me. Nope, he's not hearing me. Wales? Did he do it? I think he did. That's the only problem with like this digital. Sometimes they don't come out. They can be misread. PSK 63. Have you never tried 63? Have you done RITI before? I'm using M0KNM as the main program. In M0KNM you can also set a digital interface program. And the digital interface program is FLDigi. So I'm using M0KNM, or I'm using FLDigi inside M0KNM. I think that's Fox 5. 27. $12. Are you not? I think that's way too many. It should be Lima Papa Papa. Wow. Is that right? USA. I was going to say that's not right. See, that's the thing with digital. Sometimes it can mess up because it's not. Well, thank you for the heart. Thank you very much. Sometimes it's trying to listen to everything, and it doesn't do it. That's the only bad thing about like this type of digital mode. PSK 63, RITI, sometimes it doesn't communicate on the screen very well. Thank you for the heart. Thank you very much. What are we doing? We're doing 80 watt. Well, we're only half hour through the contest. Not bad. Not bad. Hopefully if it picks up a bit more. Thomas. Sierra Papa 3 Victor Zulu Quebec. The oldest town in Poland. Oh wow. QTH is Callis, is it? Callis? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. CALISZ. Sort out time and dates. Go 6. Oh, 40, he's done well. G6 ELF. Hi, look here, looks interesting. Can someone explain what is going on? Not a problem. I'm a licensed amateur radio operator from the UK, depending on where you are. And this is one part of the hobby. Is I'm doing a contest where you try and get as many contacts as you can within a time frame. For this contest, it's an hour and a half, so it's until 10 o'clock. And you got to try and you can do it on for this one is they're a digital mode. So basically what happens is the computer generates a digital tone. It sends that to my radio via a USB cable. The radio then transmits them tones down the radio waves. Somebody else's computer will pick that up. It will then send them tones through the radio to the computer via a USB cable or some sort of interface, and then the computer decodes it and sticks it on the screen that you can see. 9 Whiskey Charlie Sierra Kilo Bravo 9. That is America. Pretty sure it is. If not, I shouldn't be a ham. So you've got a working great big antenna on your roof. Then to a degree, I've got basically a wire. It's called an end-fed half wave. So basically, it's a bit of wire. There's a transformer in the bottom, so to speak, that converts the impedance to match for the radio. But yeah, it's just a plain bit of wire stretched down from the back of the garden to the front of the garden down the side of the house, and it is the transformer's up at about 8 meters or so. Golf 4 Alpha. Very well explained there, Martin. Thank you very much. I wish I would have been like a rabbit in headlights. Yeah, I mean, when you first do it, it can be a bit daunting, so to speak. I think he's disappeared. Oh, there he is. 41. So basically, he comes back to me and they give basically a serial number. And that serial number is basically how many... He's weak, but I can get him, I think. Where is he? He's all the way in Hull, near York. $517. So another one that's come back. And then we'll go back off again. Yeah, it can be, when you first do it, it can be a bit daunting to do. It took me a little while to realise how to do things. What I did, was I practiced, I've got 2 antenna ports on the back of the radio, and one of them is into a dummy load, and basically all I did was stick a dummy load on, and tested out the macros and whatnot to see what so yeah, sometimes I can get a bit thingy from it, because sometimes, there we go, Golf 4 Golf Oscar Alpha. Uh, 24, nice. And back on the CQ. Doing live and being asked questions must be a little in the beginning, yeah. I mean, like, as you know, I don't always look at the camera. That is because sometimes I'm very uncomfortable looking at the camera. I'm a lot of time looking at the screen or the other screen for the questions, etc. But it can get on top if you're doing the other ones. He's disappeared on me. Yeah, it can be, get a little on top, like how to explain. So if you're not, he didn't do it. Like, how do I explain it so a non-amateur can understand? As you, oh right, yeah, yeah. Put it into like a layman's terms kind of thing. Sometimes being too technical can scare away potential amateur radio operators that not operators, but people that want to start in the hobby. Sometimes if you can get too technical, they can be quite overwhelmed and scared. Especially with like the full license. Some people are quite scared of doing the full license because of the amount of maths and electronics is in it. Now my maths is certainly not good. I was always bottom set for maths. I'm not sure if that's him. No, you're right on top of me. See, this is what sometimes you have to contend with as well. Some people just like going over the top of you, having no consideration. That would do that. Yeah, the doing like this digital can be sometimes daunting, but I mean, I've got a lot on the screen. You don't really have to have all of this on the screen. I'll come up here, come a bit away from you. Yeah, you don't have to have all of this on the screen. I mean, if you're going to do this one, then N1MM is going to be on the screen, and then the digital part of N1MM will be on the screen, but you won't have anything like this at the background or anything like that. I didn't check that. Am I over? No, I'm not. We're doing 80 watt. I'll give it about 10 minutes to about 9, and then I'll have a little look on RTTY, see what is there. You know what? Actually, we can come back to this. Where are we? RTTY, that one, and I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, it is. What was RTTY on? 590 to 620. So let's go to 590. Right, let's open that up. And we should be able to hear quite a bit. Right, who's this? There we go. Oh, no. Thank you, KZ. Right, he's not. Have a little go there, shall we? Bit of RTTY. that isn't decoding very well. Let's have a look, shall we? He's done well, he's 65, look at that. He done well there. Oh, it's him again. Because we're on a different mode. We can do once on PSK and once on RTTY. 26. Bands are shocking tonight again. Yeah, they're not brilliant. Yeah, bands are not brilliant, but we're persevering. We're getting there. We've done a little PSK 63. Now we're going to do some RTTY. Which window is the one with the map in M0KNM? This one here, this background one here, that is my login software, and that is Station Master Pro. You can get it. You get a little trial with it. Getstationmasterpro.co.uk, I think it is. Voice only for me. Yeah. A lot of people will do voice. A lot of people. There's a lady on my YouTube. She only does voice. She doesn't do any of the digital stuff. I like digital because of this, you know. When I do the live streams, like especially on Saturday, when I do Saturday lives, I'm always doing digital for that because I can interact with the listeners and whatnot, with the watchers. Station Master Pro, yes. 9 Yankee 4 Mike, yes. I've got the gear to do FTA, etc. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't do it. I mean, like, you know, that's why I love the hobby. There's something for everyone. There really is. Andy, you were right. Plus 20. $45. Nice, thank you. Golf 3 SVL. Thank you for spotting me. Thank you very much. Have you worked Sierra 9 Bravo Charlie? No, I don't think I have. Oh, Bravo Victor, sorry. Bravo Victor, no. Mm-mm, 21. No. Okay. Love it. This power supply is silent. My Kenwood's more noisy than this power supply. But I am only doing about 13, 14 amp from it. I'm not doing a tremendous amount of pulling power compared to what it can do. Have you... have not worked, you will look for you. Thank you. We got a few already. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, 101. Wow, he's done well, hasn't he? Well, I'm sat here on 21. He works on PSK. Get rid of that. Okay. Should we have a little look who's on the band? Who's down here? Golf Mike 3 X-ray. Scotland. $56. And he should be able to come back. Number again. Thank you. There we go. And F6, we log it. So who's this one? Who? Who? Someone here. Someone else got there as well. Sounds like a Commodore 64 is loading. Yeah, it pretty much is. It does have that type of sound. This is thank you. This is I'm an amateur radio operator in the UK. This is part of my hobby. It is the mode on this one is PSK, sorry, RTTY, and it's radio teletype. So it's, I don't know why it's doing that. It's radio teletype, so you know, it kind of does sound like a Commodore 64. There we go. Right. So yeah, it does sound like a Commodore 64. So this is just listening to encrypted data. No, it's not encrypted. That's one thing about the radio license that you can't do. You can't encrypt messages. Can we find a space? We can go here. Pull that down and that down, and then we can go here. You can't encrypt messages, so anyone with the software and the radio, you basically can you can hear it. But I am sending messages as well. So at the moment I'm sending out a message, which is this one here that you can hear, and this person here has just come over the top of me. You know what? Right, so we'll open that back up again. Basically all it is the computer generates a tone, a digital tone. It sends it to the radio via a USB cable. The radio transmits them tones across the airwaves. Somebody else's radio picks that signal up and sends it to the computer via the USB cable. And then the software on the computer decodes them tones to relay the message on the screen. Excuse me. And I'm going to go here, lower these back down. So at the moment that's it's saying CQ test, and then M0KNM, which is my call sign. It is sending that over the airwaves. If you have a radio the other end, you can decode the message. The antenna is not on my roof. I've got what's called a wire antenna. It's just a bit of wire with a M0KNM 59. Again, it's just a bit of wire. There's a transformer on the bottom that converts the impedance to what the radio needs. He's not He's not heard me properly, has he? Oh. Yeah, so the antenna is just basically a wire, and it stretches from the back of the garden to the front of the house, which goes down the side of the house. And how's that one? Is that any good? Clear that and go for there. There we go. Yeah, and it's just basically a bit of wire that goes down the side of the house. That took a little bit of explaining then, just because I was looking at the screen. You need a license to do what I'm doing, but the foundation license is not hard. It's just basically just a competence. I can't. One of them. Just to basically let you know that you can hook up a radio, know a couple of things about it. The test is quite easy. But the wire antenna is about 66 feet long. 66 feet, something like that. And it starts at a height of about 8 meters. So it's up at about 8 meters in the air, and then goes straight to the from the back of the garden straight to the front, and then comes down to about 5 meters, and then towards the ground. Move it just a little bit to there. Got about 15 minutes, I think, of the contest. That one there. Yeah, till 9:30. So what real world used does this have? Is it text transfer or file transfer? No, it's radio waves. It's all done by RF signals. And in the real world, technically this is just my hobby, but there is a group of amateur radio operators that deal with emergencies. They help in natural disasters. They help the emergency services with radio communication when there is natural disaster and power outages and things like that. So when we get power outages and the internet goes down and phone signals disappear, I can just hook up a battery and continue doing what I'm doing. It's basically text radio, yeah, radio teletype. So it's text over radio waves. So you would have to have, you know, a radio transmitter to transmit the signal out of an antenna. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Cool. I'm assuming the antenna requires something like a 12-volt battery. No, the antenna doesn't require a 12-volt supply. The radio requires a 12-volt supply, and you can just hook that up to basically a car battery, or you have a lot of radio amateurs. They make what's called like a Go pack that has a few, you know, like lithium-ion batteries in, and they can go take it anywhere. They do have a lot of people that basically take a little radio pack, battery pack and whatnot, and go to these you know, these islands out, you know, in the middle of the sticks, you know, and do radio from there. But the actual antenna doesn't need a power source, but the radio needs a power source, which can be just a basic car battery. That will give the 12 volt. So hence the reason, even when it comes to solar panels, you can do a solar panel charger to a car battery for the radio to keep it charged up, and you've got, you know, radio communication indefinitely. Stick it on a bigger battery, you know, and people have done it. We done a little event in the summertime, a field day, and we basically camped up in a field, took the radio, 12-volt supply, generator, and we done a weekend for the radio. What is this? This is amateur radio. I'm a licensed amateur radio operator in the UK, and this is, you know, one of my, you know, part of my hobby. This is a contest. First he's there, and then he's not there. Let's go there instead. Yeah, let's go there. I always wanted to fit one to my camper van, which I've fitted solar and lithium. Yeah. So you can, you know, many people have done, you know, this type of thing. There we go. That should send it to do its thing now. Yeah, there we go. Who was it? Danny. So yeah, I'm a licensed amateur radio operator. This is basically one of my hobbies. I'm using a computer to generate digital tones, to send it to a radio. The radio then transmits it over the radio waves, and then somebody else picks it up, you know, depending on where they are. So this little map down here in the bottom corner, bottom right hand corner, is the places that I've spoken to at the moment tonight. It's not including anyone else that I've done over the years. This is just for tonight. So down in France I've spoken to. Where did my digital interface go? There we go. Again, I missed that. That's Fox 5 IRH, I think. He's right on it, so I can't get him. We've got about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So that one's down in London. He's got 83. Yeah. Reminds me of recording pirate games to cassette off the radio as a child. Yeah. Yeah, we've got 5 minutes of the contest. Hopefully we can get another one in just to make it an even 25. It's not brilliant, but it will do. Points for the club. Because that's also, because I'm a part of a Stevenage Amateur Radio Society. We're part of, so everyone in the club collectively does contests on behalf of the club. And at the end of the year's contests, because there's quite a few through the year. And yeah, once they're done, you get to find out where you are in the table, in the championship table. Sometimes people do, like, there's big contests that are worldwide, so everyone around the world does it. Some of them can give trophies and certificates and such. If you like that, if you like doing it for that, then that's what you get. So what is the contest scored on? Is it distance, frequency, quality, etc.? Yes and no. Like, it all depends on the contest. it all depends on, you know, who's organised the contest and what they want. Some are based on get as many points as you can. There are certain stations that give a multiplier. 106, look at that, you've done well. Yeah, there's some stations that will do a multiplier. That say you do 200 contacts, some of them can have 5 points, some can have 1 point, some can be based on you get more points for a different continent, things like that. So that's me 25. And I've done him as well on PSK 63. I don't think I'm going to get another one. We'll end that there. We'll end that there. Right, let me just... Oh, bless me. I'll get rid of the noise for you. No, there's no noise. So yeah, it depends on, you know, the contest. For instance, this one, we can pull this over here. So this is the RSGB club contest. This one is the digital version. So it's this one and this one. This is the top one was what I was on first, and then the bottom one here, if I can highlight the right one, that's the one that we've just done. So 3.5 3.590 megahertz to 3.620. We can do 100 watt. Where's the general? I think it's 1 point per stations, maybe single or multi-operated. So some stations are multi-operated. So with one call sign, some people might do say 2 or 3 people on different bands. Where are we? Points, 1 point per contact. So for me, it's 25. My score is 25. There's no extra stuff. The contest that I did, I think it was last week, that does they do multipliers for, because it's UKEI, so it's UK and Ireland, and if you get some of the special call sign Irish special call signs, you get 15 points rather than say 1 or 5, or was it 2? I can't remember what it is. But we got 25. Furthest one is obviously France today, and then if I go to my log, England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Denmark, Netherlands, Spain, Canada, Switzerland, Spain, Poland, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Romania, Kuwait, Serbia, Greece, Belgium. I've done South Korea, South Korea before. Yeah, it all depends on the contest, really. But yeah, I mean, if you, I enjoy it. I enjoy all the contests, whether they be digital, whether they be voice. I don't do CW because I don't know CW yet. I would like to eventually make some time and get have a little go at doing CW and such. But yeah, that's I'm not much of a CW person. Whereas there's a few people at the club, they do CW. Sorry, Night McKee, I didn't see that. Thanks for doing a live. Not a problem, man. So I now need to convert that. Well, we open non yes. Well, the digital one is closed. I live in the northeast, and we've known of 2 amateur radio people within 2-mile distance from. Oh, right. 73 Andes. See you later, mate. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I mean, you'll always, they're always about. They are always about. And I mean, if you're interested in amateur radio, then certainly find your local club. There are some clubs that are not brilliant. I'm not going to sit there and lie to you, but there are some clubs that are not brilliant. They're really not. But I mean, my club is brilliant. Like, everyone gets along. There is vast knowledge of, a lot of them are like electrical engineers, electronics engineers. They fix these, these type of things, these radios and that for a living. I myself, certainly I don't do I love electronics. But I don't have a job in electronics. I'm not I'm not that brainy. But yeah, if you're interested and whatnot, then go down to your local club. I'm sure they would welcome you with open arms. If not, failing that, there's plenty of stuff on YouTube and TikTok. My YouTube channel. I've just done a project building a power supply. That's on there. There's people like the ex-commander. He does lots and lots of videos. He also does videos on the foundation course and stuff like that. There is also Golf Mike. I've forgotten his call sign. Is where are we? Go here. Inbox. Golf Mike 6 Delta X-ray, so GM6DX. You'll find him on TikTok. If you type in GM6DX, you'll see that. He does a lot of stuff for learning the radio license, getting you through your exam. He also does a lot of projects and things like that. He's really good, a really good TikToker. And he's you'll see him on there, and you can see his videos. I did a lot of electronics before losing my vision. I enjoy tuning into the airport towers. Oh yeah, I used to do that. Like my stem from radio has come since, you know, when I was, you know, young teen, like, you know, 12, 13. And I got into CB then, and then I, you know, progressed on and you know, got more into the hobby. Well, I love electronics. I really do. I love tinkering with electronics. But my knowledge of electronics is not up there. But I'm doing a project now, and I'm having to, you know, do a lot of research online about, you know, certain circuits, how they work and how you put them together and such. But that I love. You know, I love learning about electronics. You know, there'll be a time where, I mean, I fixed, I've got up here a 19-inch rack mount Behringer sound card. It used to be my brother's, and it blew up on him. You know, it blew up on him. And it's a common fault apparently with them that one of the chips, one of the ICs inside blows up, also with a capacitor, because I think the capacitor's not enough or something. So because it was already ruined, I you know, I had a little go, got my little cheap you know, not telescope, I'm thinking of microscope. Got my cheap little microscope out and repaired it, and it sits nice and happy up here repaired. That was good. The power supply that I've just built, I've had to do, that was the first time doing it, and there's a lot of surface mount components, so I've had to get my microscope out. But because of my old soldering iron, it wasn't very good, and it ended up desoldering one of the capacitors. It was an 11K, you know, SMD capacitor, and it desoldered, and I lost it. So I had to buy one and get it all fixed and repaired, and that's what I've done with the power supply. That, you know, you watch the video, you'll see, you know, get my little microscope out, and, you know, I've done it. And I really enjoyed it. I did. Oh, that one can go back. What was I doing? Oh yeah, so generate Calibro. Yes. Mixed and digi. High. I don't think. Yeah, it's just high. High power, that's fine. Do you want to in this category? Yes. And we're going to go desktop. Yes, overwrite it. Yes, and no. There we go. And that is it for tonight. I will be doing a live. Where are we? Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I'll be doing another live. It'll be digital. It will be digital based, but it'll be a different digital. It'll be FT8. So I will be doing a live stream Saturday. So yeah, if you want to pop along Saturday as well, don't forget, like, subscribe on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. I've got a Facebook group. Go to the Facebook group. That is where I normally put up when I'm going live, when I'm what projects I've got and things like that. And the Facebook page is the same as it is here, you know, M0KNM Amateur Radio. Go and have a look. And yeah, we'll see everyone on Saturday. It'll be Saturday afternoon, I think. I've got to take my daughter to the hospital, eye clinic in the morning. So yes. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes, the follows. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for everybody and keep enjoying it. Thank you very much. Yes. And we'll see everyone on Saturday. So bye for now.